Alrighty, so we now have brew installed. The next thing that we want to install is we actually technically already installed it in the previous step. It was a tool called Zsh, but we want to basically make our Zsh fancy. We want to make it cool. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. If we go to this setup, to set up Zsh, we run this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and copy all of that, and we're going to paste it in here. And what this does, whoops, I got to delete what I had there. What is it? Control C, I think. Oh, okay, cool. There we go. Bam. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run this command. And what this does is, oh, I have to run a command to reinstall this. It's okay. We're going to go ahead and reinstall this. You definitely won't have to do this step. Bam. You definitely won't have to do that step. I had to do that step. You're going to be fine without doing that step. I'm going to go ahead and paste that thing in again, though, from the website. And again, to copy, it's Control C. To paste, I'm sorry, not Control, it's Command C. And to paste, it's Command V. And now that it's in here, I'm going to go ahead and run that. It's going to go and it installs this package called Oh-My-Zsh. Oh-My-Zsh is just a way of customizing your terminal, basically. And we're going to hit Y for yes, because it's asking if I want to change my default shell. Bam, I'm going to give it my password. And hey, look, a bunch of fancy stuff showed up, and now my terminal looks a little different. So now what you're going to find is that this little guy right here is just going to look a little bit different now when you open Zsh and when you open your terminal. To specify exactly what we just did, we can stop the video now if you want. If you want a little bit more information, that's totally okay too. The default language for any Unix-based system, including Mac, is called Bash. At some point, they decided that they could add some new features to the language of Bash. So they created a new language called Zsh. So Zsh is now the preferred terminal language to Bash, and you're going to see that you get some super cool fancy features because you have Zsh that you're going to be happy that you have later on. Alrighty, that's all I got for y'all now. Oh, also something else to note about that is that Zsh commands are the exact same thing as Bash commands. Zsh is completely backwards compatible, meaning that if I type in any Bash command, it will work in Zsh. It's just that you get some extra ones on top of that. So if you're scared, like, oh no, do I have to learn a whole new terminal language now? If you're like maybe coming back from a future cohort, don't worry, it's exactly the same. You're going to be totally fine. I promise you. If you can CD around, if you can list things, if you can print your working directory, all of that stuff is going to work exactly the same. You can just do it a little more in Zsh if you ever want to later on. All righty, that's all I got for you now.